Welcome to another episode of Terry's Notes, and today we are going to be looking at the June 2015 paper, question 2, and the first part of the question is a substitution question. We have A is equal to 4, B is equal to 2, and C is equal to -1. And we want to find in part 1 A minus B plus C, right? And that is that's our A, right? So A is 4 minus B, which is 2, minus 1, which is C, right? And this will give me 4 minus 2 is 2, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is for part 1. For part 2, we have 2 multiplied by A to the power B. So that is 2. What is B? B is 2, and A is 4 and B is 2, right? So 4 squared is 16. So this is 2 multiplied by 16, which gives us 32. Okay, so A was 4 and B is 2. So 4 squared is 16, and 16 by 2 will give me 32, right? So that is part A. In part B, we have a bottle that contains 500 milliliters of orange juice. Write an expression for each of the following. Now they are asking for the amount of juice left in the bottle after pouring out a certain amount, right? So think of it like this. We have a bottle, and in the bottle we have 500 milliliters. Right, and we're going to pour out some, and they're asking us for the amount of juice left. So if you pour out P, then the amount left will simply be 500 minus P, right? Because P is the amount that you would have poured out. So what is left is 500 minus P. In part 2, they said you pour out Q glasses, each containing R. Right, so if we have Q, so the amount that was poured out is equal to, you had Q glasses, and each of them contain R. So therefore we have QR milliliters being poured out. So therefore the amount remaining in the container is 500 minus QR, right? So the answer for part 2 is this, 500 minus QR, not just QR. Okay, now in part C, we have write as a single fraction as simply as possible. So we have 2k over 3 plus 2 minus k over 5. So the first thing you need to do is to find the LCM. The LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. Alright, so we're going to say 3 into 15 is 5. And let me show you what I'm doing here. So I'm taking 15 and I'm dividing by 3, and I will get 5. Right? Now I'm going to take that 5 and multiply by 2k. So I'm going to take 5 multiplied by 2k, and this gives me 10k. So this is 10k. I'm going to put back my plus sign, plus. I'm going to take 15 again, and I'm going to divide by 5. There's this 5 I'm talking about. So I'm going to get 3, and I have to take that 3 and multiply by 2 minus k, right? So this is the same as saying 3 by 2 minus k, right? So on the top, the numerator, it'll be, I have to remove the brackets, so this is 3 multiplied by 2, which will give me 6, and I have to take the 3 and multiply by minus k, which would give me minus 3k all over 15. So therefore this will be 10k minus 3k is 7k plus 6 over 15, right? So this is how we express it as a single fraction. Alright, in part D, we have 4 mangoes and 2 pears cost $24, while 2 mangoes and 3 pears cost $16. Write a pair of simultaneous equations in x and y to represent the information above. Okay. So in part, if you look at part 2, they said, what does x represent and what does y represent? So let's call the mangoes, let's let that be x. And let's call the pears, let's call that y. So if we have 4 mangoes and 2 pears cost $24, it'll be 4x plus 2y equal to 24. And 2 mangoes and 3 pears, so 2x plus 3y is equal to 16. So this is my pair of simultaneous equations. And what does x represent? X represent the number of mangoes, and y represent the number of pears. Right? So they didn't ask us to solve, but we can solve this pair of simultaneous equations using elimination if we want to. Okay. And then the last part now, we have some factorization to do. So we have a cube minus 12a. So we can take the a out, and this will become a squared minus 12. Right? Can I do anything with this again? Not really. Right? Let's factorize this. This is a quadratic expression. Some people can just look at it and factorize it, but we'll use the method that I taught you all in another video. So we are looking for 2 numbers whose sum is minus 5 and whose product is 6. Right? So if we take, let's say, minus 3 and minus 2. Minus 3 multiplied by minus 2 will give me plus 6, and minus 3 minus 2 will give me minus 5. So these are the 2 numbers we are looking for. So what we have to do is to write 2x squared. We're going to replace the middle term by 3x minus 2x. Now I'm getting this minus 3x and 2x from these 2 numbers that we worked out here, plus 3. Now we're going to use grouping now. So we can do it like this: 2x squared minus 2x minus 3x plus 3. I just rearrange some of the terms. So I'm going to pull out 2x, and this will give me x minus 1. Right? And then I'm going to pull out 3. Now we are factorizing by grouping now, and we know that one of the brackets, like if we have x minus 1 here, we should have x minus 1 here, right? So I want to get minus 3x, so I need to put a minus here. So minus 3 by x will give me minus 3x, and minus 3 by 1 will give me minus 1. So we have the same brackets here now, so therefore the final answer will be 2x minus 3 by x minus 1. Now some students can jump from the quadratic expression directly to this, which is fine, right? but I'm just showing you the steps because if you get a strange quadratic, then you're going to have to use a sum product method, right? I'm still looking at this one here, trying to see if you can factorize this further. Not really. Okay, so that is it for the June 2015 question